My brother called me a leech for living with our parents, so I canceled his credit cards and left him homeless. My younger brother Kai has been living like a trust fund baby since the day I added him to my credit cards to help him build credit for college. He'd swipe the Amex at Supreme drops and Balenciaga sales while telling everyone I was a deadbeat for moving back home to help our diabetic mother. And he genuinely believed his own narrative. Kai started documenting my failure after I moved back home to manage our parents' medical care. He'd film me carrying dad's oxygen tanks upstairs, posting it with captions like, POV, your 26-year-old brother is a basement dweller who can't afford his own place. His followers ate it up, commenting how they'd die before becoming this pathetic. What they didn't see, dad needed round-the-clock oxygen after his third stroke. That same day, Kai charged $1,400 on my Amex for sneakers, swearing he'd flip them and pay me back triple. 2 months later, he escalated. I was spoon-feeding mom her dinner because her neuropathy made holding utensils impossible when Kai shoved his phone in my face. Look at this grown man who still needs mommy to take care of him, he narrated live. Living at home like a toddler. His followers only saw what he wanted, me in my childhood kitchen, looking pathetic. Meanwhile, he'd burned through $2,000 that week on my Sapphire for designer clothes. Each video got crueler, each credit card statement higher, all while calling me the parasite. The breaking point hit during the most important meeting of my consultancy business. Rachel, an executive at a major firm I'd been talking to for 3 months, was finally ready to sign. $120,000 annual contract for my web development services, enough to triple my income and hire a home nurse for dad. We were at Starbucks, contract on the table, her pen hovering over the signature line. I was just about to close my biggest client when the door chimed and Kai walked in with his friends. He spotted us immediately. Hey big bro, is that the client you've been desperately chasing? His voice wasn't just loud, it was performed. This is my brother, the one I told you about who can't afford his own place. 26, and still begging mommy for grocery money. My hand froze over the contract. Rachel's pen stopped moving. My man's out here desperately begging for business while living rent-free like a leech. It's honestly embarrassing. The entire Starbucks was watching. Rachel's expression shifted from professional to disgusted. She pulled the contract back. Perhaps we should revisit this. She was already standing, already leaving, already done with me. Kai just high-fived his boys. That night, I sat in my childhood room, replaying Rachel's disgusted face and the contract sliding away. Downstairs, Kai was loudly retelling the hilarious scene to friends on FaceTime. I pulled up my banking apps, actually looking at statements I'd been auto-paying. Kai had over $48,000 in charges while buying stuff like streetwear and constantly eating takeout. Every transaction had his name, but the bills came to me, eating a third of my income. I stared at those numbers, remembering every leech joke, every public humiliation while he literally lived off my credit. The plan wasn't really a plan, just the obvious move I'd been too guilty to make before. That night, I opened my laptop and canceled everything. Every credit card that Kai had access to was now closed, and all I had to do was wait. The next morning, Kai texted from the Supreme drop. Yo, my card just declined. Fix the limit. I need this drop for resale. I stared at that text, remembering Rachel walking away, remembering professional leech, remembering every public humiliation while he spent my money. I replied, cards are canceled. Find your own money. 2 years of free rides just ended. My phone started buzzing. Call after call, which I ignored. Then texts, what do you mean canceled? This isn't funny. I need those cards. You can't do this to me. Finally, he FaceTimed from the Supreme store, his boys watching behind him. What the hell did you do? He said, voice cracking. The cards don't work. Maybe you should have thought about that before calling me a leech to my client, I said. Leeches don't get credit cards. That evening, Kai came to my room, panicked. Look, I'm sorry about the Starbucks thing. I didn't know she was important. It wasn't just Rachel. It's been months of you trashing me online, calling me a failure, telling everyone I'm a parasite, all while spending money I earned. But I didn't mean it. It was just for content. It felt real when I lost a $120,000 contract. He stared. That woman was actually going to give you that much? Was. But why would she hire someone whose brother calls a professional leech? For the first time, I saw him understand. Without the cards, everything collapsed. His girlfriend dumped him when he couldn't pay for dates. His crew ghosted when he became the broke kid. By February, he was working at Five Guys for $12 an hour. Sometimes the best financial decision is cutting off dead weight, even when it's family.